Morning, everyone. Meteorologist Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Now streaming studio. Hope everyone's having a nice Thursday morning. Expecting another cool day today. And chances for rain into the holiday weekend. But first, want to dive in. It's Thursday. That means the latest drought monitor was released. Excited to see it because, again, all the moisture that we had Sunday night into the overnight hours, into early Monday, and again Monday afternoon, Monday evening, across parts of central and eastern Nebraska will be reflected in that latest drought monitor. So jumping right in, again, this is the drought monitor we had released last week. And again, we've talked about it. Entire state under drought conditions. Most of the state, not just abnormally dry, but in that moderate to severe drought, areas of extreme drought creeping across the panhandle, now into north central parts of the state as well. With the rains that we had, we did see improvement in the drought conditions. So this is the latest drought monitor that was released earlier this morning. Again, Still doesn't look very good. We still need more moisture to get out of the drought conditions we do have, but did see areas of severe and moderate drought shrink across parts of eastern Nebraska. Areas of severe drought shrink across parts of the panhandle, but we did see some areas of extreme drought expand across parts of the panhandle as well. If we look at the change map, again, the areas in green got one category of drought better, again going from maybe moderate drought to abnormally dry or severe drought to moderate drought. But again, those areas in yellow, which again we can see across parts of the southern panhandle, parts of southwestern Nebraska, did get one category of drought worse. So again, in the case of the parts of southern panhandle, Kimball and Banner counties, that was going from severe drought to extreme drought. So again, some improvements, some much-needed improvements, some much-needed moisture across the area, but we did also see some expansion of drought in some parts of the state as well. And again, as good as the rain that we did see was, we do need more of it. And again, bad timing, but we do have chances for more moisture as we head into the holiday weekend. Again, would like to see dry for the holiday weekend, but again, we really need the rain. You look at the time series of drought here in Nebraska over the course of the last year, again, you can kind of see things spike up there, especially for the moderate and severe drought 2 weeks ago, but now going down at least a little bit with the rains that we had this week. But again, certainly not in a great place when it comes to our drought conditions across the state, especially when you look at where we were at last year when we had about 3/4 of the state that were drought free. So again, still have some work to do. Again, even with the rains that we did see here in Lincoln, again about 2¼ inches of moisture between Sunday night through the day on Monday. We're still over 3/4 of an inch below normal for the month of May, over 2 1/3 inches below normal for the spring season, March, April, and May, and still over 3.5 inches below normal for the year so far. So again, still need more moisture, and again, we will see chances as we head into the weekend. National Drought Monitor, again, you can see across much of the southern plains into the southeast, then kind of up into parts of New England. Things are doing pretty good right now. Again, drought-free for really all of Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio. And again, that's where the active storm track has really been this spring. A lot of those areas, again, especially kind of parts of Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, southeast Missouri, have really been hammered by a lot of severe weather over the past several weeks. Areas down across parts of South Texas, though, into Southwest Texas, the desert Southwest, very, very dry over the last several weeks and months. Again, areas of extreme and exceptional drought across much of those areas, again, stretching from, again, parts of southern southern Arizona and New Mexico, again, into parts of southwest and southern Texas. So again, if you look at the National Drought Monitor kind of time series over the course of the last year, again, things have been getting better over the last several weeks. Some reduction in drought, but still have, again, pretty steady levels of sort of extreme and exceptional drought over the last several weeks, last couple months. So again, still need to see some rain in those areas, but for the whole country, again, we're not doing too bad as a whole. So looking at the Lincoln Weather Almanac numbers from yesterday, close to normal, 73 for a high, 47 for a low, both of those just a few degrees below average. And again, you can see we were dry yesterday. There was a few sprinkles kind of on the western side of town. We did have some showers, isolated thunderstorms try and drift through the area, but no official moisture at the Lincoln Airport. 2.5 inches for the month, a little over 5.5 inches for the year, which we already talked about, more than 3.5 inches below normal so far this year. Your weather headlines as we head into the day on Thursday. Mostly sunny, cool day today. Again, temperature is going to be below average again, and we are looking at dry conditions for the day today. But those rain and thunderstorm chances are increasing as we head into the holiday weekend, starting Friday, continuing through Saturday, Sunday, and even into Memorial Day on your Monday. And overall, looking at temperatures staying below average, not only for today, but really through the course of the next week. Finally, seeing maybe more seasonal, if not above average temperatures returning as we head towards late next week and into the following weekend. Cold morning in some parts of the state. We actually had the temperatures below freezing in parts of the Panhandle. Alliance dropped down to 31 degrees this morning, right at 32 in Sydney, down to 36 in North Platte, low 40s in Grand Island, mid 40s here in the capital city for your low temperatures to start your Thursday. Temperatures on the Tempest weather stations across town generally in the mid 40s. Again, out on the fringes, especially the eastern fringes of town, temperatures did drop a little bit cooler into the lower 40s. Plenty of sunshine as we start our Thursday, including here in the capital city. Temperatures warming up mid 50s right now at the airport. 54 at the 1011 studios. The northeast wind at 16 miles an hour, and dew points comfortably in the low 40s for us. Temperatures on the Tempest weather stations across town generally sit in the low 50s. Temperatures across the state in the upper 40s to low to mid 50s right now. Beatrice is the warm spot there at 56 degrees, 55 in Falls City, Hebron, and here in Lincoln, 53 in Grand Island, 54 in Hastings, 51 in North Platte. Dew points are comfortable in the low to mid 40s for most areas. Winds not quite as breezy as they were yesterday, fairly light out of the north at around 8 to 18 miles an hour. And I think as we head through the day today, should continue to see fairly comfortable winds. Again, not as much wind as we had through the day today compared to the last couple days. Satellite radar picture, pretty quiet. Again, there's a few clouds kind of here and there. If you look at the visible satellite imagery, again, you can see pretty quiet conditions across much of the state. Again, a few clouds drifting through the area. If we look at the regional satellite and or regional visible satellite, again, we can see finally kind of clearing things out a little bit, especially across the northern plains. They'd kind of been socked in with some clouds and rain over the past few days as upper level low had kind of cut off. It was just kind of slowly meandering through the northern plains. So you look at the satellite radar picture, again, things pretty quiet right now for most areas. Some showers across parts of the Great Lakes. Again, do have a couple thunderstorms down across parts of Oklahoma, a couple severe thunderstorm warnings in those areas, but for the most part right now, things are pretty quiet across much of the country. You look at the weather alerts, again, not a whole lot going on. Again, some wind advisories kind of here and there, some frost advisories across parts of northern Minnesota into northern Wisconsin, a couple of those severe thunderstorm warnings in parts of Oklahoma, but here at home, nothing for us to worry about across 10-11 country as we head through the day today. So if we check out Skycast through our Thursday, not a whole lot. We should be looking at sunny to mostly sunny skies for a good balance of the day today. Look for a north wind at around 5 to 15, maybe 10 to 20 miles an hour through the day. Into Thursday evening, we will see a chance for a few showers and thunderstorms, mainly in the western parts of the state. That activity, though, will kind of drift its way across the state as we head overnight tonight into Friday morning. So I think for central and eastern Nebraska, we will have rain chances, maybe some embedded thunderstorms as we head through Friday morning into the afternoon with partly to mostly cloudy skies across the area. By the noon hour, we're looking, I think, at some of those showers impacting the eastern third of the state. That activity would then continue into the afternoon with mainly cloudy skies. Again, could see a few breaks here and there in the cloud cover. Then as we head towards Friday, late afternoon, early evening, I think we should begin to see those shower chances begin to fade. We could see a few thunderstorms again in parts of western and southwestern Nebraska into Friday evening, and then a stronger upper level trough is going to begin to head our way as we head into the day on Saturday, and that's what's going to be bringing us additional rain chances as we head through the day on Saturday. Don't think it's going to be a washout by any means, but we are going to be looking at off and on shower and thunderstorm chances through Saturday into Sunday and into Memorial Day on Monday. I do think most of the moisture is going to stay just off to our south and to our east. Again, they're going to be looking at potentially several inches of rain across parts of eastern Kansas, Missouri as we head over the next several days. Again, here at home, not quite as much moisture expected, and again, not quite as widespread, and I think more hit and miss as we head through the weekend. So again, Saturday morning, starting off the day, mostly cloudy skies. I think, again, a smaller chance for maybe some showers, isolated thunderstorms, but as we go through the day on Saturday, again, we'll see those hit and miss shower and thunderstorm chances across the state. So again, if you have any weekend plans, I wouldn't cancel anything. I would just make sure you have a good way to get your weather information through the weekend, have a good way to check back with the forecast, because again, off and on shower and thunderstorm chances through the weekend, again, through the day on Saturday, into the day on Sunday, and then continuing into your Memorial Day on Monday as some upper level energy continues to kind of drift through the area. Again, looks like right now the threat for any severe weather would be fairly low. Not a whole lot of energy in the atmosphere. It doesn't look like it'll be across our area. So again, just shower and thunderstorm chances, but just kind of regular thunderstorms, not necessarily severe thunderstorms. You look at the precipitation potential. This is through the next 3 days. Again, I think across the western sections of the state, they have a chance for a little bit more, maybe half an inch to an inch of moisture. Parts of central and eastern Nebraska, I think we're looking at a quarter to maybe half an inch on the high end of precipitation potential. And again, the highest rainfall potential will be across parts of Kansas, Missouri, down into Oklahoma and Arkansas, where they could be looking at, again, 2, 3, 4 inches of rainfall, not only just over the next several days, just over the next 3 days. And then you look at it over the course of the next week. Again, those areas could see maybe 4, 5, 6 inches of rain by the time it's all said and done over the course of the next week. Across much of the state, again, looks like more widespread beneficial rain will be possible over the course of the next week, kind of on a broad brush scale here, looking at maybe around 3/4 of an inch to an inch and a quarter of rainfall being possible over the course of the next week across much of the state. Now, in terms of severe weather, not expecting any severe weather today. There is a marginal risk across parts of the Panhandle today. So again, the high plains, higher elevations, and into the plains in eastern Colorado could see an isolated strong to severe storm. For the day tomorrow, there is a marginal and slight risk across kind of central and western Nebraska. That slight risk covering, again, the southwestern corner of the state, North Platte, McCook, Imperial, Holdridge areas. Again, so they could see a few scattered thunderstorms that could be strong to severe Friday afternoon, Friday evening, and then into the day on Saturday. Again, that marginal risk extends basically right up to the Nebraska-Kansas border. Again, this is kind of where I was going with not a whole lot of upper-level energy. We have plenty of wind shear for any severe thunderstorms that could get going, just not a whole lot of upper-level energy. Kind of evaporates as you get into Nebraska. But again, looks like the best energy will stay just to our south, and so that's where that severe risk is for the day on Saturday. But again, that can always change. So again, like I said, have a good way to make sure you can kind of keep up to date with the forecast as we head into the holiday weekend. So if we zoom in, take a closer look, statewide view through the day today, we should be looking at sunny to mostly sunny skies. Overall, pretty pleasant day. Temperatures a little bit below normal, but not too bad. Should be pretty nice for us. Into Thursday evening, maybe a shower or thunderstorm in the far west, but then that activity kind of pushes its way across the state as we head overnight into Friday morning. I think as we start our Friday, looking at mostly cloudy skies, some isolated to widely scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms will be possible. That activity will continue through the morning and then into the afternoon before that activity begins to fade as we head towards the late afternoon. And then we'll watch out for a few of those severe thunderstorms in parts of western and southwestern Nebraska Friday afternoon into Friday evening. And then into the day on Saturday, again, mostly cloudy skies across the state, cooler than average conditions expected with hit and miss, kind of off and on showers and thunderstorms through the day on your Saturday. Again, looks like right now nothing severe, but again, we'll have to keep an eye on it as we head through the next several days. So again, if you have any outdoor plans through the weekend, just again, make sure you have a good way to get your weather information. So high temperatures today. Coolest in the northeast, where we'll see temperatures only reach the mid-60s, getting into the 60s and then low to mid-70s as you head further to the south and to the west. Here in Lincoln, we're going to go for 68 degrees today, 70 in Grand Island, 73 in North Platte. Again, our normal high is in the upper 70s. So again, we're about 10 degrees below average for the day today. Low temperatures tonight, not quite as cool, but we're looking at lows anywhere from the low 40s to the low 50s. Highs on Friday, again, upper 50s, low to mid-60s across much of the 10-11 coverage area, getting into the 70s to maybe near 80 for far western and southwestern Nebraska by Friday afternoon. Into Saturday morning, it's upper 40s to low to mid 50s. Saturday, again, cooler than normal with upper 50s to upper 60s for high temperatures across the state. There could be a few areas along the river that maybe get to the low 70s from Takema down towards Nebraska City, but again, not very many of us, and again, staying well below normal, especially for Memorial Day standards. And then on Sunday morning, again, waking up with lows in the upper 40s to low to mid 50s. Sunday afternoon, again, we're looking at upper 50s to low 60s, basically statewide for your high temperature. So again, that's a good 15, almost 20 degrees below normal for this time of year. And then into Memorial Day Monday, we're waking up with low temperatures in the mid-40s to low 50s, and then by the afternoon, again, it's mid-50s to low 60s for high temperatures for your Memorial Day. So again, well below average temperatures. Certainly not pool temperature conditions. Again, a lot of the local pools will be opening up on Memorial Day weekend, but again, it will be pretty chilly for any pool goers. So you look at the 7-day forecast in Lincoln over the next 7 days, you can see all well below normal temperatures for the high temperatures. Again, Friday, 60% chance showers and thunderstorms. Saturday, 40%. Sunday, 60%. A little bit lower on Monday, 30%, but again, we're going to be looking at a lot of clouds through the weekend with those off and on shower and thunderstorm chances. Again, I mentioned it. Don't think it's going to be a washout by any means, but again, those hit and miss chances are going to be there through the weekend, so we'll need to keep an eye on them. Temperatures back to the upper 60s by Tuesday, maybe back to the low 70s by next Wednesday, and then as you look at the 10-day forecast, getting back to the upper 70s and 80s by late next week and into the following weekend. So again, you can see for most of the state over the next 10 days, the next 7 days are going to be below normal and pretty well below normal, but then getting back to seasonal and above average temperatures as we look towards the very end of the month of May. Dew points over the next 10 days, again, look like they'll continue to be held in check and fairly comfortable. Rain chances over the next 10 days, again, look to be highest Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then things maybe kind of trending a little bit drier with some low-end rain chances through much of the week next week. 8 to 14-day temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. This is taking us into the end of May and beginning of June, May 29th through June 4th, for most of the state favoring above-average temperatures, which we saw the return to those above-average temperatures in that 10-day forecast. Also, for most of the state favoring drier than normal conditions for us as well. So, again, not a whole lot for us to look out for today, but again, as we certainly head into the holiday weekend, there is a lot for us to keep our eyes on. So again, said it a couple times, just have a good way to make sure you can get updates on the forecast. Don't just check it today and don't check it again until you head out camping or wherever it is you might be going. So again, check back with the forecast through the weekend for additional updates. And to do that, again, make sure you keep it tuned to 1011 both on air and online. So appreciate everyone for tuning in, watching again as always. Hope everyone has a nice Thursday. We'll see you next time.